If there are any members of Secoriea Turner's family here, please let your presence be known. I know they were meeting with the detectives today, and I spoke to the grandmother on yesterday, and I spoke to the mother, and she said that they were having a 4th of July party at the grandmother's house. They were celebrating together as a family, and they ran out of juice, and they ran out of soda. And so they went to the store that they usually go to in their neighborhood. And they got in the car happy. And the little girl was singing. And she was singing to her mother the song that her mother liked to hear her sing. And they were so happy for a change and wanting to make the 4th of July a happy holiday. And as they drove to the store that they usually go to in their neighborhood, they came across a barrier. And they said to themselves, how could there be a barrier in our community to keep me from going to the store to get some juice? And they said that we will cross this barrier and we will go and get the baby some juice. And as they pulled through the barrier, two men walked up to the car and opened fire. And little Secoriea cried out, "Mama!" And as she cried out, the bullet pierced her heart. And her mother reached back for her in the back seat and crawled over the seat as the bullets rained by and grabbed her baby daughter into her arms. And she rocked her. And she rocked her until the breath left her body. And she died there in her mother's arms before she even got to the hospital. And so we stand here today remembering little Secoriea Turner. We stand here today saying that violence against humans is wrong, but especially against an 8-year-old child who was just looking for some juice, who was just looking for some refreshment, who was just looking to spend the 4th of July with her family, who was looking forward to dancing as she liked to dance, who was looking forward to singing to her mother as she liked to sing, who was looking forward to going back to school and being with her classmates because she was a A+ student, who was looking forward to the rest of her life in a community that she trusted. She trusted to go play outside. She trusted to ride into the store and get some juice. She trusted to go with her father and get new clothes. She trusted her community that had now so violently turned against her. But it was not people who lived in that community that turned against her. It was not the grandmothers who had raised other grandchildren in that community who turned against her. It was not the mothers who had other 8-year-old children in that community that turned against her. But it was evil and violent intervention by the enemy of our souls that came into that community to wreak havoc and take advantage of people who are too trusting, who were too easy to take over, who were too poor to defend themselves, who were unarmed and unsuspecting that they couldn't even drive down the street in their own neighborhood. So my husband said, that could be my granddaughter. That could be your child. That could be children that we know, Vanessa. That could be you or I. So we are here. We don't care who is not here, but we are here to say that this is wrong, and that whoever has committed this crime needs to be identified and locked up for life, to pay for the life that they have taken, because only God can take a life. And all the others who were murdered on Auburn Avenue, and we have food in our truck to feed the homeless today, because it's not just about prayer for us. At Hosea Helps, it's about what you do after you pray, what you do when you get up off your knees, what you do when you come up after church, what you do when the doors have closed and everybody's going home. You feed the hungry, you clothe the naked, you take care of the widows and the orphans, you do the action of Christ, and you become his hands in the community. So we will not go without speaking on behalf of that baby. And one of her favorite songs we're going to sing together now, This Little Light of Mine. I'm going to let it shine. The light of Secoriea Turner may be out in this world, but I can guarantee you that it shines in another world. It shines with Martin Luther King. It shines with Hosea Williams. It shines with Dorothy Cotton. It shines with Ralph David Abernathy. It shines with George Floyd. It shines with Aubrey Aubrey. It's Ahmaud. It shines forever with Jesus Christ. And it doesn't matter what your religion is. We're not here preaching religion. We're here preaching relationship. We're not here preaching denomination. We're here preaching do the right thing. Do the right thing by your children. Do the right thing by your family. Do the right thing by your community. Do the right thing, Atlanta. Do not forget the least of these. Do not forget those that are too weak to fight for themselves. We stand here to fight for them. And so we raise our voices now singing, this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Oh, this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let her hear you. Light of mine, oh, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Oh, everywhere I go, oh, I'm gonna let it. We're gonna let it shine for you, Secoriea. Oh, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine. Yeah. Oh, let it shine for Secoriea Turner. I'm gonna let it. Oh, for Secoriea Turner. I'm gonna let it. Oh, for Secoriea Turner. I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine.